What is up, guys? It's your boy here, Jersey Flex, back with another video. As you guys could tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be answering kind of one of the decade-long asked freaking questions. Is steroids or SARMs better? You know, that's kind of a question that a lot of people ask because, number one, there's a lot of like high school, middle school, college kids and young adolescent dudes out there that are trying to rely on Rad 140 or SARMs or Ligandrol. They're trying to take SARMs as opposed to steroids, thinking that there's minimal side effects. And everywhere you guys freaking go online, you're gonna see guys saying, I screwed up, I'm on TRT for life, what's going on? So I kind of want to answer some of the questions and give a little bit of the knowledge that you guys are kind of seeking on which is better, steroids or SARMs. What do we know? Like, what's going on here? So go down and hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being faithful to this channel. Without wasting any more time, let's roll that freaking intro. Boom!
Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe it's the start of where it ends. I know. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase.
So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the video. As you could tell by the intro of the video, I say this in every single damn video. I'm not your doctor, and in no way, shape, or form am I prescribing or recommending the usage of any of these compounds. If you guys are experiencing low testosterone, seek the advice of an actual medical professional. This video is strictly designed for entertainment and educational purposes only. So that being said, let's begin kind of discussing the two, SARMs and steroids. Let's explain a little bit about what SARMs are, and let's explain a little bit about what steroids are to kind of open up the conversation. So, a SARM is a selective androgen receptor modulator. It is strictly selective in nature. It is not an androgen. It will bind to the androgenic receptors in your body and increase anabolic activity. So, many of these compounds were originally designed in testing to kind of find an orally bioavailable substitute for testosterone for patients that did not want to be injecting testosterone for testosterone replacement therapy. That is really what SARMs are, and that's what they were designed for. So they're going to be found in sublingual oral droppers or capsule and tablet forms. That's what a SARM is, okay, guys? So now let's look at what a steroid is. An anabolic steroid is an anabolic or steroidal SARM. Yes, a steroid is also a SARM. It is selective in nature. It binds to your receptors and it is selective in terms of tissue growth. If you look at the definition of trenbolone on paper, tren is a SARM. It is selective. It binds to every receptor in your body. The only difference is that it is an androgen. So basically, a steroid is a SARM, except for the fact that it is also an androgen. So keep that in mind, guys. Combining steroids and SARMs is a dangerous thing, but you will get a better effect from a bodybuilding standpoint, being that a SARM will bind to your receptors, and then the androgen that you're taking, which is also a SARM, will allow itself to work better by working with your receptors and increasing muscle tissue and androgenic gains. So that kind of gave a little bit of an overview. A SARM is specifically something that binds to your receptors without being an androgen, and it will increase anabolic activity because it enhances the ability of these receptors to work in your body. A steroid is something that also does the same thing, but it's an androgen as well. So, basically steroids are SARMs, but they are androgens. So that being said, which is better? Okay, none of them are good, okay? They will all give side effects, and anything that gives side effects is not good. But the results you guys are looking for is muscle building and bodybuilding enhancements. So in terms of that, it will give you that. Both of them will give you that. Steroids work better, a lot stronger, a lot potent. It's got the 2-in-1. It's an androgen and a SARM, so you're obviously going to get a better result from using a steroid. But the difference is, okay, guys, most of these golden era steroid compounds have been around since the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, okay, guys, even the 70s. So we've had time to see what happens to these guys years later after they've already taken these compounds. So we're kind of more aware of not only the immediate side effects, but also the long-term side effects that are waiting for you down the road in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. You know, so we know way more about steroids because we were able to witness and see the long-term effects of what they do to the body. Now, SARMs, for instance, we don't know that yet. We don't know if like 20 years down the road you're going to grow a third eye or a horn on your forehead. We don't know this because they haven't been around long enough for us to determine the long-term side effects. So if I were to say, and again, I am not advising the usage of these things to anybody, if I were to advise somebody on the safer route, it would probably be traditional anabolic steroids, just because from a medical standpoint, we're able to see the long-term effects of what these things do in the future. So you're able to kind of already know what's going to happen to you down the road based off clinical data and, you know, test groups that have done these things, and also just Reddit forums and people that just discuss these things online. It's kind of an eye-opener as towards what's waiting for you down the road. Now, everybody's different. This stuff should never be done without doctor supervision, and also it shouldn't be done in general because it's illegal, so don't do it. But you know, if I were to have to take a pick of the two, it would definitely be the anabolic steroids, because you're able to know what occurs in your body. And one of the things too is TRT. TRT can be, you know, you can get that through a doctor under doctor supervision if your testosterone is found to be low enough, and the doctor will monitor your blood work. It'll monitor your vitals and make sure that everything in your system is in check so you could do these things in a healthy manner. So that's something to please keep in mind. But the safer of the two, in my opinion, from an unbiased standpoint, would have to be the anabolics. The SARMs themselves, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen to you guys. So, you know, do you really want that added risk of experiencing health issues later on in life just because you took a compound that wasn't around long enough? We don't really know too many of the effects on it. So this video is, again, like another eye-opener for you guys out there to kind of realize what's going on. I did make plenty of reviews in the past. If you guys want to go out and check out my channel, check out those videos. I made videos on Rad 140, LGD, MK, Osterine, YK, S4. Tons of videos for you guys to watch just to learn about what SARMs are and what they do and what those specific compounds will do, in case you guys are curious, just to learn a little bit more. They are there, and I also do have review videos on anabolic steroids as well that can kind of inform you guys on what these different steroids do to your body, so you guys can learn more about those as well. And again, everything is really at your own risk, and I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. I'm just saying that from my opinion, I believe the anabolics are a safer way of going about it, just because we know more about them because they've been around longer. So that's kind of what I have to say about SARMs versus steroids. And in my opinion, if you guys are a young, healthy, natural athlete, stay away from the usage of any of these compounds is what I recommend, and to just do it the healthy way, guys. At the end of the day, your health is all that you truly have, and when you lose that, you know, it's hard to get it back, and sometimes you don't get it back. So that's kind of my advice to you guys. Go down, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being faithful to this channel, and we're gonna roll that freaking outro video, guys. Boom! No!